channel. I am so excited to be doing this video today. My sister-in-law Madeline, my #1 YouTube fan, texted me probably 2 weeks ago and was like, Savannah, you need to do a baby must-haves video. And I said, okay, and it's been about 2 weeks and I still haven't done it. Which, honestly, is not really that bad, but finally I'm sitting down to do it just because I know it's going to take me quite a bit of editing and whatnot, and I had to make my list, and I made my list, and dang guys, I mean, it's not that long, but it's kind of a long list. Maybe with having, this will be my 3rd baby, maybe I've become a little bit high maintenance, or maybe, I don't know. I think that all of these things are super like essential to have and super handy to have, so I might as well just jump right in. Like, I didn't put these in any order of like #1 must have. I just kind of wrote them down as I thought of it. And the first thing that I wrote down is a sound machine. Now my kids sleep with a sound machine and I love it. It helps to like drown out some of the background noise, and my house can be really noisy. With 2 kids, Tim, it's kind of an older home, so it just kind of makes noises when you walk. My washer can be loud sometimes. The dog outside can be loud. We don't live very far off the road, so cars driving by can be loud. It's just nice to have the sound machine. The one that I have has like 3 different nature settings and then 3 song settings. We always do either rain or ocean, and I love it. Like, I can hear it when I'm sleeping and it puts me right to sleep like a baby. Another thing that I suggest having would be swaddle blankets or receiving blankets. Harper hated to be swaddled with her hands down. She had to have like her hands free at some point, so I think maybe a like sleep sack would have been better for her, but you know, first baby, make most mistakes, right? Next thing is some sort of diaper rash cream. We use A&D ointment, but I'm also going to be looking into this stuff called Tubby Todd that I found, and I really want to get like their like gift pack that kind of has a little bit of everything, and when I get it, I will do a review on it because I'm super excited about it. I've seen so much on it, and I've done a little bit of research, and I just really want to try it. Another thing that I think that you need, and you're going to need a lot of these guys, diapers. Whether you do cloth diapers or disposable diapers, there we go, fabric diapers, whatever brand you use, whatever kind of diapers you use, you're going to go through a lot. And with diapers, you're also going to need wipes, and you're also going to go through a lot of those. I literally use them for everything. Wiping baby off after like diaper changing. Just like kind of giving them a whole little wipe down. They get like, brand new babies tend to get milk in their neck. Just give it a nice little rub, cleans it up, wipes off your makeup, grubby toddler fingers. You got a messy surface, use a wet wipe. Seriously, the possibilities for wet wipes, endless. One thing I didn't do a whole lot of research on before I even started having babies was umbilical cords. And when I had Harper, they're like, oh, you need to clean her umbilical cord twice a day, once or twice a day with an alcohol wipe, and then just make sure it stays dry and clear. And I was like, at your hospital, they will give you alcohol wipes, but in case you run out, you have to go buy like some isopropyl alcohol and use like a Q-tip to keep that umbilical area clean until the umbilical cord falls out. That I didn't know. Another thing you're gonna need, baby wash and baby lotion. Babies get dirty, even though all they do is eat, sleep, and poop. They get dirty. They need to be cleaned. So it's good to find a baby wash and lotion that works for you and your baby. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be trying to use this Tubby Todd stuff with this next baby, see if it works for us, and we'll see. Oh, one of my favorite things on babies is those one-piece like jumper type things. They're just so cute. Like, Hudson's been wearing them and he's just so adorable. I just love them so much. They're so cute. It's all one piece, so you don't have to worry about shirts and pants. It's just a whole shirt pant combo and it's so great. Oh, socks. You also need socks for your baby. Their little toesies just get so cold sometimes. Okay, babies sleep a lot. So they are going to need somewhere to sleep. And it's up to you where you put your baby to sleep. You are supposed to lay them on their back, and they're not supposed to have blankets. They're supposed to have a pretty free, clear crib or something. You could put them in a crib, you could put them in a bassinet, you could put them in a pack and play, you can put them in, I've seen parents use these things called Moses baskets. You don't have to have all of those options, but you do kind of need one option for your baby. I highly suggest having a baby carrier. I loved using the Moby wrap. And it's just this long piece of fabric that you wrap around your body and you shove baby inside. Good to go. It's really like hands-free. I didn't do a lot of messing with it and it was so great. I loved that I could adjust everything to like just really disperse the extra weight of baby so that I wasn't like pulling and like straining my neck and like hurting my back. It was just so great. But there's lots of different kinds of carriers like this one. It's totally up to you. I definitely would try some because everybody's bodies are different and you never know how your body's going to react to a baby carrier. Another way to carry your baby is a stroller. I do suggest having one. I love using strollers for walks. I have a double stroller for my older two kids and it is so great. Harper's kind of at an age where she just wants to run anyways. So I do give her more of that freedom to run when we are going on walks. But it is nice to have a stroller for different events that include a lot of walking. You will need to have a car seat for your baby if you ever plan on driving your child anywhere. And one thing that I suggest with the car seats is to take a car seat class or do some research on some car seats, how to use them, how to strap baby in, what's the safest way to do it, read your manual for your car seat. There's just so many things that can be done wrong with car seats and they're intended for the safety of your baby and they are so great when they are used properly. I do suggest if you have multiple cars to get multiple bases because if you already have the base installed in your car, all you have to do is click the baby in, click the baby out, and you're good to go. It's so much faster than having to deal with the seatbelt every time. One thing that you'll probably need multiples of is a bottle. Now, if you're planning to breastfeed, you probably don't need as many bottles, but I would suggest still having a bottle around because when you leave baby, they're still going to need to eat. Even if you don't plan on being gone that long, I would still pump for Tim, and then he always had something for baby, and just in case for some odd reason baby was like, hey, I need to eat now. I don't care that mom's gonna be home in 15 minutes. I need to eat now. So it was just always helpful to have that. And if you are breastfeeding, it is handy to have a pump because it helps to build up a stock for if you have to go back to work, or if you're just gonna go out for the evening. For me, it takes a while for my milk to regulate, so I have to pump to just be comfortable for quite a few weeks, I think. It's just so handy to have, and it gives you a little bit of freedom too, because for a while there, really, it's you and baby attached at the hip, and you're just like, I just need some space. If you aren't planning on pumping, you will need a lot of bottles and a lot of formula. Speaking of breastfeeding, you are also going to need a lot of breast pads. I use a combination of reusable ones when I use those mostly when I'm at home, because every once in a while you'll leak and they'll just not even work and gotta change your shirt. But when I'm out in public, I do like to use disposable ones, so I do tend to have a healthy stash of both on hand. One thing to keep mommies at ease and to just have around the house is a thermometer that works for baby. Babies get fevers for so many different reasons, and they can get a fever for teething, they can get a fever with their colds, and it's so nice to have a thermometer to keep track of their temperature, make sure it doesn't get too high, and you can track it if the doctor asks and all those kinds of things. So it's definitely handy to have one of those at home. Another thing for baby care is a nail clippers. I've also seen nail like baby file type thingies. I kind of want to try one of those out with the next one. Clipping a baby's nails isn't necessarily hard, but they are squirmy. They do cry, so it can be a little bit traumatic for both mom and baby sometimes, but has to be done. Another thing you might want for your baby is a monitor. A lot of people like to use video monitors or just sound monitors. They're so nice to have when you have a bigger house and you can't hear baby from their bedroom where they're sleeping. Then you can hear when they wake up if something's not quite right in their room. The video monitors are so helpful to have because you can just pull it up on your smartphone or pull it up on the monitor and just be like, oh yeah, baby's doing great, miss him, instead of having to walk into the room and be like,
you still awake? You still sleeping? What's going on in there?
So that's why I suggest getting a monitor. And the last thing that I would suggest having for your baby is a baby hairbrush with like the really soft bristles, because I don't know about you guys, but I love having my hair brushed. My babies love having their hair brushed. Like, I don't know, it's just nice to do something for a little bit of bonding. And holy cow, I think that's the last of my list. That's everything that I feel like are really like necessities to have when you have a baby, especially like a newborn, a little baby at your house. There are lots of things that are very handy to have, and little things that could make it easier on your life. And if you would like me to do a video on that, please comment below, because I do have a list of like everything and anything that you could ever want or need for a baby. And I'd be happy to make another video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I had fun making this video and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please remember to like and subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you next time. Bye!